Boom Pow Zap, and we have had to pull up an old chain link fence, or actually two slices of a chain link fence, two sides. And now we're stuck with a problem of how to get all these posts out of the ground before this big tree falls on them and damages them. So we'll go over an idea that we've had with some mud to make mud. I'm gonna make some mud. Since there's nowhere to really get a hold of this post to like jack it up with a farm jack or use some leverage to get it, I'm going to make the ground really soggy. This won't work in a rocky environment. I'm going to make the ground soggy and try and pull it up by making it loose and getting a lot of, so I don't have to dig. If you just try and move these posts, they bend, especially the small ones. The larger ones, you might be able to get away with wiggling them back and forth and pulling them out. I pulled two of them out earlier like that from over there. But the smaller ones, they bend, especially if they've been in for a while. So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna show you how to work with the ground after it gets muddy, get it loose, and get some area around the pole so you can be pulled out of the ground just by pulling them out. All right, I've got the hose in the ground. Hopefully it's gonna make the ground soggy so I can start wiggling these posts, which they've been in the ground for a long time, so they're kind of hard to do. I'm getting some motion on both sides. Hopefully I'm not bending the post too much. I try to reuse these. Back and forward. Okay, it's not too bad. If I can get this side over here open a little more, looks like it'll come out. Hey, that's better than I thought.
Awesome. Underneath.
We're doing this so we're just making sure it wasn't a fluke. Well, you're putting water in there, I'll start wiggling it. Well, I wasn't holding the camera while I was pulling this post up, but that came out pretty easy too. These suckers are in there. I've tried to get them out without water and they're tough. All right, we'll finish the video on the third post here.
Doesn't take very long, like maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, just
of running the water.
You're getting it loose out of the ground. What is this one actually?
Seemed it might come off that one.
Yeah, I was wondering. So it doesn't look like it's moving down there. We'll see.
It's just taking like maybe a couple minutes to remove these things.
This one's down in there.
You gotta be a little strong.
This one's down in there good. This one's gonna break off.
Oh, it's gonna break off?
Yeah, this one's gonna break off.
That's fine too.
As long as it's underground.
That one, yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have to dig this up.
Yep. So you want me to close this one off and do the next one? Okay, so one more.
This one's gonna break off too. And it's not gonna be down far. I'm gonna have to dig that one up.
Well, maybe not. You just bend it down and bend it over. Like,
let's go around the base. Maybe I can pull it straight up. I'm not gonna be able to get there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and loosen the dirt around the top and then just pull it straight up with the cement and all, just so it doesn't leave that jagged edge on the post. So I'm gonna sit here and spray the water down in there for a little bit and see how well that works. May or may not work. Either way, I'm getting rid of this fence post. I don't jab myself at it. It's not going to come out like that.
I guess we'll just have to jackhammer that one down.
This one got really sloshy really fast. So hopefully these end posts are a lot stronger than the other ones are. I'll go ahead and get that one out of here.
Oh, look at there. No floods in the way.
Now this one should come out easy because it's got this big hole here. Yay! There's much rejoicing. Alright, I've discovered a new technique that I use with the ones that are kind of weak. And it's this pry bar here. So while she is putting the water around the base of it, I find out where the edge of the cement is, and I just make some room. You want to hold this? Some of these are hard to wiggle, so you make some more room for it, and then it starts to wiggle a little bit. I need to come over here where the hose is. These are weak because they are starting to corrode at the base.
Oh, these are too?
Yeah.
Dang.
You don't want that. You don't want to be left in there corroding.
Oh, they're good, aren't they? There we go. Woohoo. Nice.
Well, using the hose method, and the pry bar, I got most of these out, both fences, except the two at the end are corroded off and they broke, so I didn't want to dig on those anymore. Got all of these all the way over to my shed. Now we can proceed with the rest of the cleanup. Boom Pals up. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. The hose method actually works. Use that pry bar too. Make it a little easier.